Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with another episode of Variable Barricade. Alright, we just started Nayuta's route on his second barricade board. We did the first barricade board within the common route. We learned some things that we already knew about him. He's crazy strong, scarily strong. He could destroy anything in one hit. And also learned some stuff that we didn't know yet. About him and Kojiro. Kojiro, who works for our grandfather, is actually Nayuta's uncle, which explains why he's here. This is a family thing. It seems like Kojiro and Hibari's grandfather are kind of close friends, so you put in a good word or something. It's hey, here's my nephew. We're trying to get him out of here. He's too destructive, too expensive, eats way too much. Alright, so let's continue. Okay, let's do my true purpose. I think this ties into the previous chapter, an unexpected relation. Alright, my true purpose. Talking with his uncle Kojiro, Nayuta reminisces on why he came to this house in the first place. Alright, why did he wanna help Hibari so bad? He's at her beck and call, all the time. Stupid Uncle Kojiro, always giving me orders. Alright. Kojiro sent him to run laps. I didn't mind taking a lap around town, but it bothered me that he didn't seem to want to see me. Why even come to the house then? I wonder if he's left yet. Nope, still here. Gah! Uncle Kojiro? What the? I finished what I had to do and I was just leaving, but I wanted to have a little word with you first. Come on, follow me. It's all going to be from his perspective. Alright, so how's it been living with the young miss? How's it been? Well, she's really cool and nice, and she's totally my ideal type. Your ideal type, huh? Everything about her, including her status, certainly seems to be perfect. I know, right? She seems wary of me at first, but now she talks to me normally. Yay, progress. She also takes me on walks, and she even gives me treats when I do a good job. It's like you're some kind of pet. Did you say pet? No, it's nothing. I'm actually glad you're here, though, because something's been bothering me. What? Something's bothering you? Yeah, usually just charge in at first. Uncle Kojiro's eyes widened in surprise, and I nodded slightly. Yeah, we've been living together for a while now, but Hibari still doesn't trust me at all. I want to protect her, and I want her to depend on me and step on me. Don't tell that to your uncle. Your uncle doesn't need to hear your fetishes. Step on you? I just want to be helpful. Why can't I make Hibari understand that? So what do you think I should do, Uncle Kojiro? I was at my wit's end. What was I missing? And why couldn't Hibari trust me and rely on me? Nayuta. Uncle Kojiro let out a small sigh and looked at me with a serious expression. I heard all about your life in that house from everyone on my way out. You fit in with them. I understood that right away. If I'm being honest, I thought you'd get kicked out immediately since you're such a troublemaker. I'm not gonna get kicked out. I love living there. Ichiya gives me food, Taiga hangs out with me, and Shion takes care of me. It's not the opposite. And Hibari gives me lots of attention. Yep, every day is really fun. Oh, really? Well, that's good to hear. But Nayuta, what's your end goal? What? It's fine to have fun all the time, but is that all you want? Is that all? Well... Now, Nayuta, come on. remember. What is the reason you're doing this? I had heard something similar before. Dude, don't you realize she's let her guard down with you? Huh? Guard? What guard? Thinks she's just like doing some martial arts. What he means is, don't you want Hibari to be the one talking to you? That's not why I'm doing this. I can't go on like this. I want to protect Hibari. And because of that, I want her to choose me. I want her to feel like she's safe with me. Even if she says she doesn't need me. It felt like the rusty gears in my brain had finally started moving. Yeah, use your head a little bit. Focus on the prize. Once they started, there was no stopping them. Well, guarding someone is a difficult job. Sometimes they get mad at you and don't want you around. I told you what you should do with someone like that, didn't I? Yes, I know I can do it. Alright, there's a good boy. Uncle Kojiro, give me a brief, tight smile, then let out a breath. He turned around to leave. I'll see you later then, Nayuta. Don't cause too much trouble, you hear? Will do. Thanks, Uncle Kojiro. See you later. Once Uncle Kojiro's figure disappeared into the distance, I clenched my fist with determination. The reason I'm here is to protect Hibari. If someone won't let you guard them as usual, then that's when you... When you what? Nayuta Yagami, I am home. Welcome back? I found my motivation again and came home. As I entered the house, I saw Hibari coming out of the living room. I felt as if some higher power was in my corner, cheering me on. Oops. That went down the wrong pipe. Let me take a sip of coffee. Hibari! Huh? What is it? I'm gonna be a brand new person starting tomorrow. What now? I'm gonna work even harder than before, so get ready. I don't really understand what's going on, but good luck, I guess? Thank you very much. Okay, Uncle Kojiro, I'm gonna do it. She's so confused. Oh, back at the estate. So that about sums it up. The visit went out without a hitch, though I was fairly nervous. I was nervous. You're like a guard. But after talking with her, she seems to be quite a fine young lady. She even supports my nephew. Of course, she's my granddaughter after all. What's with that face? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Anyway, to get back to my report, it looks like I got worked up about this whole fiancé situation for nothing. From what I hear, Nayuta is pretty much content being a kind of pet. Wait. I thought he wanted to become the fiancé to protect her. Is he, like, just happy with, like, a subordinate position? So that's how things turned out. The way I see it, him being a pet is fine for now, but it'll become an issue at some point. Why is that boy stirring things up? He'll get it through his skull once he does all he can and is dumped. Besides, the sooner he comes to his senses, the less painful it will be in the long run. And you're willing to let your precious nephew go through all that? What an unfeeling uncle you are. Meanwhile, your granddaughter, like, is very uncomfortable around you. It's true that Nayuta means a lot to me, but He is by no means fit to be the partner of the head of the Tojo family. So you should make her choose her real true love, quick, before things get too complicated. If you're thinking of your precious granddaughter, that is. Okay, not even they want him to be the fiancé. How boring of you. The future of the Tojo family is at stake, you know. It doesn't matter if it's entertaining or not. This is exactly why you can't find a wife. Shots fired. Excuse me. Come on, let's play people like Kojiro, like the older man style. You know what? If you want to snag a wife, you ought to learn about what women want before you start going off on all those speed dating events. Take some classes with Ichia. That's none of your business. I'll have you know, I was very popular at those events. I'm sure I'll get married even without them. Well, it's like they say, women change their minds as often as the seasons. So all you gotta do is keep at it. You got some. Hey, master, where are you going? Alright, my true purpose cleared. This is gonna be real embarrassing for Kojiro when Nayuta gets married before him. He's like, dang, he got first. He got it before me. Alright, next chapter, work mode. At Nayuta's request, I let him act as my bodyguard as I go to and from school. And when he's on the job, let's play this event. So that's why. Starting today, I'm gonna escort Hibari to and from school. Huh? Nayuta, you know if you want me to take you on more walks, I can do that when I get home from school. Hibari, no, you're looking at this all wrong. No, that's not what I mean. I've been thinking, there's been a lot of disturbing incidents lately, and you never know when something like that's gonna happen. So that's why Hibari needs increased security on a regular basis. She probably already has a security guard, but I'm guessing she has like Kasuga and like, I'm guessing a chauffeur, because they always describe Kasuga going into the passenger seat of the car. Probably has a bodyguard too. It just doesn't really have a portrait. I mean, why not? She's an important lady. What? He does have a point. Or is like Kasuga acting as like bodyguard? Kasuga? We have been concerned about Miss Hibari's safety for some time now. Even the servants of the main family feel this way. Many of us feel that you should have an escort when going out. I think you're all worrying too much. I'm just going to and from school. With all due respect, miss, the Tojo family is one of the wealthiest in the entirety of Japan. Since you are the heir, it is not beyond the realm of possibility that someone would target you. That's true. I think it'd be normal for girls of her status to have at least one personal bodyguard. See? Cheon's right. I promise I won't get in the way. Please let me guard you when you go to school. Please. He says he won't get in the way. I turned to Kasuga for help, but he remained silent. His look basically saying I could do as I pleased. He looks like a sad puppy. Nayuta stared at me, and I couldn't help but let out a small sigh. Fine. Yes. But only to and from school, okay? You are not to enter the school grounds, got it? Of course! Alright, I gotta get into work mode. Work mode? It'll just be a second. 5 seconds to be exact. After he said that, Nayuta closed his eyes. Then he quietly started counting the seconds out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, Get away. Miss Hibari, we have arrived at your school. Okay. Please watch your step so you don't trip. Thank you. Little suit. At least his tie is all the way up. He's not sloppy. My pleasure. Even when giving a quick reply, Nayuta narrowed his eyes and carefully observed our surroundings. He was now calm and collected. Actually, calm and collected described him to a frightening degree. He normally couldn't keep quiet for more than 3 seconds, but he barely said a word in the car. He's been like this ever since he counted to 5! I felt my brow beginning to furrow. Is he like literally in work mode? Like super. Miss Hibari, stand back! Yes. Nayuta pushed me against the car and threw his body in front of me. What's going on? I could sense a terrifying tension radiating from him. Scared, I shut my eyes and cowered, and then... I'm sorry. It's only Tsumugi. I greatly apologize for not noticing you sooner. What? I hurriedly peeked my head out, and sure enough, I saw my best friend, who looked extremely shocked. He's gonna be like... He's like all flighty from like anyone approaching her. Hibari, I was just trying to sneak up on you. Oh no, that's gonna be dangerous now. I'm very sorry. I thought you were an assailant trying to catch me off guard. An assailant? Anyway, we should get going, Nayuta. Catch you later, alligator. Wait, what? Yes, miss, have a good day. I'll be back to pick you up when it's time to leave. What was that? See you later, alligator. That was so out of character. So, did Nayuta hit his head recently, or... I made sure Nayuta was out of sight, then heaved a big sigh. Okay, so what happened is that this morning, Nayuta suddenly declared he was going to escort me to and from school. I recounted the events from this morning to Tsumugi, and she nodded her head as if it all made sense. I see. So that's what happened. Well, that's great. Isn't it just wonderful? Huh? Your own personal bodyguard. He's so cool and stoic. What an exquisite classic arrangement. I feel like something's gonna happen. Okay, calm down. I felt a newfound respect for Tsumugi. Her ability to change gears is incredible. Tsumugi's reaction stunned me momentarily. Then I hurried to class, pulling her along with me as she continued to gush incessantly. Yes. It's like all the stories. So it's gonna be like the lady and her bodyguards, like the lady and her knight. A lot of stories like that. I like blow my nose. Instead of dragging it up and down. Later. Good afternoon, Miss Hibari. I'll be accompanying you on the way home as well. Right. Thanks. Nayuta hadn't changed one bit, even later after school let out. I was hoping he'd be back to his normal self by now. Like, when we get home, he's just gonna like let down his hair. It's gonna be like night and day. In the car, I looked over at him, just like I did this morning. When I thought back, he'd always been the same ever since I met him. Upbeat, boisterous, childish, cute. But now... Is everything alright, miss? Yeah, I'm fine. The way he observed his surroundings with such seriousness was not childish. It was strangely mature. But why so suddenly? No, it wasn't completely out of nowhere. Something Nayuta said to me last night. Something about being a brand new person. Hey, Nayuta, did Kojiro say something to you by chance? Nayuta's eyes moved slightly when I said that. And is that why you suddenly declared you'd be my bodyguard? Yes. But I also came to a realization. I couldn't continue like I had been. What do you mean by that? Nayuta looked at me seriously, though, and though he didn't directly answer my question. It's become clear to me that you see me as a pet, Miss Hibari, though not in a bad way. I guess he's not wrong. That makes me happy. You give me attention, you praise me, and we talk. But that's not what I want the most. And what would that be? He paused for a moment, then he smiled softly and said, "To protect you." Do you remember, miss? I told you the same thing before when you interviewed me and asked all those questions. I do? I tried to recall the faint memories. It's been so long since we did those interviews. And days, weeks even. I protect you, anytime, anywhere, and from any enemy. By protecting, do you mean protecting me emotionally? Or do you mean you would physically protect me from some outside threat? I couldn't explain myself very well then, but I can give you a better answer now. No matter the time or place, I'll always put myself on the line to protect you, Miss Hibari, physically and emotionally. That's what I mean by protection. After he calmly explained that to me, Nayuta stopped speaking and went back to scanning our surroundings. I honestly didn't think things were so dangerous that it warranted him escorting me to and from school, but he had really thought this through and was trying to protect me. That made me happy, but simultaneously uneasy. I mean, maybe it's kind of cool to have a bodyguard? I let out a deep sigh and shook my head. Maybe I needed to change my perception of Nayuta. The real him was more mature than I thought he was. Okay. Work mode over. Hibari, Hibari, Hibari! So what do you think? Did I do a good job bodyguarding? So if you were to give me a score, what would it be? What? Come on, aren't you listening? How would you score my bodyguarding? Oh, I heard you. I'm just having trouble catching up. Making the whiplash here, hurting her neck. We had just arrived home and had barely stepped 1 foot into the house. It was like a switch had flipped inside Nayuta. He came right up to me, and I averted my gaze and took a breath. Nayuta. Yes, what is it? Would you like something to drink? No, it's just... It is you, right? You don't have a twin or something? Oh, you saw him walk in the house. It's me, alright. Pinch my cheek if you're not sure. If it hurts me, this is reality. No, I'm not saying I'm dreaming. Wait, how come you're so happy all of a sudden? What? Hehehehe. I stared at Nayuta, his smile beaming brightly. I then looked up the ceiling and thought, I do not understand this boy. It's like scared of him even more. Alright, work mode cleared. Alright, we can do another chapter. The strongest bodyguard. The difference between when he's on and off the clock is shocking. But there's no doubt Nayuta will always protect me. Let's play this event. Oh my, how absolutely stunning. Another year, another collection of masterpieces. Look at all that art of, I don't know, galaxies and smudges. Indubitably. Oh god, I can't say that word. Not with a funny voice. Especially that one. It has a certain je ne sais quoi, reminiscent of an early Gauguin. I think in terms of the countryside motif, there's more of a Jean-Francois Millet influence, wouldn't you say? I see. You certainly could look at it like that. What does the young lady think? Yes, well... I do not have an eye for the arts like you gentlemen do. However, the painting seems to beguile its viewer. Even to an untrained eye, it is truly a work of art. Oh my, beguile, she says, spoken like a true Tojo lady. Your appraisal carries weight, my dear. A person like you who has been surrounded by beautiful objects her whole life is cut from a different cloth. As I smiled in response to their cliched remarks, my eyes wandered away from the array of paintings on display. I had attended to this exhibition of paintings in Roppongi on grandfather's behalf. Today was an exclusive view for patrons, so the only people in attendance were either supporters or members of the press. This is exhausting. Maybe I felt this way because everything with the boys at home was so relaxed. Oh, now she's feeling relaxed with them. It's not like a stressful situation for her. She's gotten used to them. But I found conversations where I had to think about my public position to be awfully tiresome. Oh, by the way, Miss Tojo, I heard that you turned 17 this year. Goodness, how the months do fly by. But if that's the case, then isn't it time to begin setting up an engagement? They really enjoy talking about this, don't they? For people like them, talking about marriage was a great way to learn about the stability of another business. They could easily tell by my choice of partner if the business was headed for financial trouble or not. Like, what, if you got, like, sold off or something, or married some weirdo? It's like, would Nayuta be considered, like, the commoner option? I mean, this comes from, like, an established family. They're known for martial arts. Like, his mother and father and grandma and grandpa were martial artists. Yes, well, there's a lot to arrange. However, I'm still only in high school, so... But wouldn't the head of your family like to have a son-in-law soon so he could rest easy? I'm sure you'll be meeting with a select few candidates soon, yes? Ugh, why are they so insistent? I felt disgusted, but plastered a smile on my face, and I was about to speak when... Miss Hibari. Oh, he's like starting right there. Nayuta had been waiting quietly until then. I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the master would like a word with you. Grandfather wants to talk? Oh, you must be the new bodyguard. What a fine young man, and well-bred, too. So perfect for you, miss. You seem to have the same good eye as your grandfather does. Yes, well... I couldn't tell them that he was actually one of my prospective grooms, so I just gave them a faint smile. But he certainly is perfect as a bodyguard. In fact, he had been so quiet that I almost forgot he was there. That's good. He's a good boy. Dogs do that too, like service dogs. They have like work mode, and then like later they can like relax and like be a dog. Back when I decided to attend the exhibition. So, that's why I'll be out this weekend. Understood. That means it's my time to shine. What? There'll be so many people at the exhibition, you're gonna need a bodyguard. No. I don't think so. Didn't both Kasuga and Shion say that you needed a bodyguard? Come on, Hibari. Well, yes, but... Then leave it to me. It's going to be a very formal affair, you know. Are you sure you can be a good boy? Yep, I'll be in work mode the whole time, so you can count on me. I didn't realize he could be this diligent. Nayuta is unbelievably calm compared to his usual self. That work mode of his sure is incredible. So, Miss Hibari, how would you like to respond to the master? Oh, that's right. Well then. I beg your pardon, please excuse me for a moment. Oh, by all means. I bowed politely and left together with Nayuta. Once we were far enough away, I spoke to Nayuta again. So, what did grandfather have to say? There is no communication from the master. Huh? I lied about that. You looked exhausted, Miss Hibari. Did I perhaps overstep my boundaries? Oh, okay. He's like actually looking out for her emotionally as well. No, actually, I'm really grateful. A nice little tactic to like get her away. That's good to hear. I was dumbfounded that he would say such a thing so casually. I knew it was rude to think this, but I didn't think he would even consider something like that. Yes, her feelings. He usually disregards them anyway. Just to like get her attention. He would surprise even Kasuga. In fact, Nayuta blended in seamlessly, even here where there were many experienced bodyguards. I had a feeling that sponsor wasn't just being flattering about Nayuta. Am I feeling happy? It must be the same kind of feeling one gets when their beloved dog is praised. Feeling a bit better, I decided to look around the paintings once more. Yes, such a good boy. Nope. Outside, strange spider structure. Ah, it's finally over. All I had to do was attend the event in Grandfather's place and go around greeting people with a smile. In the past, I could have handled it without an issue, even with all the etiquette that comes with being the Tojo family heir. But now I felt strangely worn down. But I managed to get through it. Thank you for your hard work, Nayuta. You must be tired from being in work mode all day. I'll ask Kasuga to send a car for us, and we can have tea or something while we wait. No, thank you. You need not concern yourself with me. However, if you are tired, then I suggest we go home. This place is very crowded. You never know when trouble might arise. Huh? Is something wrong? Is something wrong, he says. Bewildered by his overly calm demeanor, I let out a sigh. He's like, work mode is not over. Nayuta, now that we're outside, you can relax and behave like normal, okay? You don't need to be so restrained. Come on, you can run around and get out some of that pent-up energy. I'm afraid I cannot do that. To let my guard down would put us at risk. At risk? What could possibly be risky about such a peaceful afternoon? I couldn't help but feel a little dejected seeing him still standing at attention. I just wanted to have a nice cup of tea with him after such a tedious day. It's true that Nayuta was usually too energetic and rambunctious. But him being so calm and controlled like this also left something to be desired. Was it selfish of me to think that? Miss Hibari? Is everything alright? I'm fine. Come on, let's just get out of here. I had moved just one step forward when my phone rang. It was Kasuga. Hello? Perfect timing. We were just about to... You need to get out of there, now. Wait, what? What? Just hurry. The sound of deafening screams made me drop my phone involuntarily. I hurriedly picked up my phone and held it to my ear, but all I could hear was static. What's going on? Miss Hibari, stay behind me. What's that screaming? Please do as I say. Nayuta grabbed my arm and pulled me behind him without saying a word. His eyes darted around the area. At the center of all the screams and commotion. Oh god! Oh my gosh! There was a man wielding a bloody knife, laughing maniacally. Okay, this got serious all of a sudden. A slasher. I'm done for. It's all over for me. 20 million is bullshit. What did I do to deserve that, huh? Huh? Answer me. Uh-oh, is he in debt? Any one of our guys could turn into him. What? Stay calm, Miss Hibari. Don't worry, he hasn't noticed us. Let's avoid provoking him and quietly get out of here. Okay. The man wasn't acting in a rational manner. He was mumbling to himself and moving erratically, all while wielding a knife. We need to get out of here while we have the chance. Nayuta calmly directed me, and I nodded to him, just as I was slowly backing away. That stupid bitch! Oh god. If she hadn't said she was leaving me, I would have never lost custody. Oh. Custody battle. The slasher looked up sluggishly and dragged his gaze around his surroundings. A small child among the crowd in the distance caught his attention. Eek! Oh, what are you doing here, huh? Be good and don't move, okay? Daddy'll be right there. Oh god, that's creepy. Stop! I screamed without thinking. The word just flew out of my mouth when I saw the man's glistening knife and the child's frozen fear. I wasn't prepared. My legs shook, and even my voice was trembling. Oh? Oh no. Silence washed over me. The man stopped moving and looked directly at me. I could see myself reflected in his cloudy eyes, struggling to restrain my trembling. I don't know what happened to you, but you should be ashamed of yourself for going after a child. My hands began to shake and my throat was so dry that I couldn't even swallow. The man kept staring at me, his face broadening into a wide smile. Owned you. What? I finally found you, you stupid bitch. I don't know if you're the principal's daughter or someone on the board. My whole life's been ruined ever since you sued me. What the world is he talking about? Wait, are we involved or is he just like delusional? He clearly saw someone in me, but who? The man glared at me with hate-filled, bloodshot eyes. He's in crazy land now. He clearly wanted to murder me, which made my legs start shaking all over again. Miss Hibari, do not be afraid. Everything's okay. But we have to run. It'd be more dangerous if we ran. I'll handle this here and now. I'm not gonna turn his back to the enemy. Nayuta whispered this to me, his tone matter of fact. He gently placed a hand on my shoulder. Then, while keeping me behind him, he readied himself calmly and kept his eye on the deranged man. Please don't. He's gonna make him explode. This is all your fault. I lost everything because of you. The man dove at Nayuta while shouting incomprehensible gibberish. Look out for the knife! Nayuta parried the knife and grabbed the man's arm as if to twist it. Oh. And slammed his face first into the ground. Oh. Oh, so serious. Not hee Nayuta. Not silly Nayuta. So handsome, so serious. Let go! Let me go, you bastard! You and that bitch! Stop moving. Uh-oh, we're gonna break his arm! Nayuta pressed the man's body into the ground and kept a grip on his arm. Oh my. What a strong young man. Nayuta looked down at the man, completely unfazed by his cries. Nayuta? Sorry for startling you, Hibari. Everything's A-okay now. He wore the same carefree smile as before, back when he destroyed the boxing machine. He didn't look like he was in the middle of pinning a dangerous attempted murderer to the ground. Okay, restrained him for the police before long. Don't move! Azabu Police Department! With sirens blaring, the police finally arrived on the scene. Nayuta nodded to them and handed the criminal over while still holding on to the man's arm. Thank you. Take the perpetrator into custody, please. The weapon is over there. Knife only, no gun. Nayuta seemed oddly used to this and spoke to the officer in a familiar way. Then he walked over to me, looking concerned. Did he go to bodyguard school? Are you alright, Miss Hibari? Are you hurt? He was being very considerate, so I said, oh, okay. It says to make separate save file. Probably to get bad ending. Probably to get a bad ending later. Let's see, I want to make save file 2. Okay, I think it scrolls fast. I'm gonna put it over here. Okay. Save file 2. Alright, let's select the correct answer. I was so scared. Oh, he's got a sword. I was so scared. Murder in his eyes and the blood-stained knife. Just thinking about it made my body start shaking again and my face go pale. I know, but it's all over now. Plus, don't I always say that I'll protect you, Miss Hibari? So you're safe with me. Alright. He had said many times that he would protect me. I never realized how serious he was about that until now. Are you gonna fall for him? You're gonna swoon? I'm like, oh my. I mean, she looked pretty frightened when he broke the boxing machine, but I nodded slightly while mulling over what he said. Well, I actually wanted you to get away as soon as possible, but my duty is to protect you and keep you safe from harm. I know, it made his job a little harder when she grabbed the guy's attention, but I knew that my actions had been rash. Nayuta told me not to provoke him. I can't believe I shouted at the criminal to get his attention. But I had to do what I did. When that guy set his sights on that child, I just couldn't stand by. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Huh? Nayuta nodded and came closer to me. His eyes are filled with an indescribable emotion, almost like he was in a frenzy. The kind of person who would try and save a child in a dangerous situation like that. I've always had a feeling, but I know I wasn't wrong. What is he talking about? His strange statements baffled me, but I didn't have much time to ask him what he meant. Excuse me, you there! Can you answer a few questions about what just happened? Oh, the reporters are already on the scene. You went after the criminal, didn't you? Weren't you afraid? The man had a bladed weapon. What? Please stay back from this area, members of the press included. We found ourselves surrounded by an ocean of reporters. Wasn't it like a bloody knife too? It seemed like he already stabbed someone. There were a few police officers trying to control the situation. And there were bystanders all around, pointing their phones at us and taking pictures. So the modern bystander effect, that's a little, instead of helping, everyone just takes out their phones and records. It's kind of sad. I mean, it's good to get evidence, but it's when there's clearly cameras everywhere, it's someone should help. Now that everything had become a giant spectacle, we couldn't just sneak off and disappear. We ended up being questioned by the police. My nose is all stuffy. Probably because it's early in the morning. Several hours later, night had already fallen. We're back. Hey, everyone. We were completely exhausted. As we entered the living room, the others greeted us. It was clear that they had been worried. Poor Hibari. She was already tired from the exhibition and she had to stay for hours to answer police questions. Looks like you're all right. Hibari, are you injured? Does anything hurt? No, I'm fine. Thank goodness. I don't know what I'd do if something bad happened to you. I called earlier to tell them that we were okay, but everyone is still quite worried about me. I forced a smile at their relieved expressions. I'm sorry for worrying you all, but thanks to Nayuta, I'm not injured. What a good job you did, Nayuta. Thank you for protecting Hibari for us. Good boy. Hehehehe. Y'all freaked us out, you know. We were just watching the news and talking about how nuts the whole slasher thing was when Kasuga said he saw you on the TV. We panicked, and by the time we called you, it was too late. All we could do was stare at the TV. We were all white as a sheet. Taiga gave me an awkward smile and pointed at the TV where a breaking report was being broadcast. It showed two people on screen with pixelated faces to conceal their identities. But there was no doubt it was Nayuta and me. What a hero! You bug him for everything, don't you? I guess everyone knows now. Even Haramura. After seeing numerous whiz messages come in one after another, I buried my head in my hands. I do not want to go to school. Okay, that's enough, everyone. Now I understand your concern. But I'm sure that both Miss Hibari and Mr. Yagami are very tired from being questioned by the authorities for several hours. Kasuga intervened and we all decided to save the blow for tomorrow. I staggered back to my room and collapsed on the couch. That was such an ordeal. I shuddered thinking about what would have happened if Nayuta hadn't been there. But... Stop moving. You gonna fall for him? His serious face? Even when faced with a deadly blade, Nayuta took the criminal down without any fear and looked at him coldly. In that moment, he was nothing like the man I knew. I don't even know who Nayuta is. I thought he was the most obedient and uncomplicated out of all of them, the one with nothing to hide. However, he also had a side to him that was terrifying. I saw that when he took that guy down. That part of Nayuta I knew well was normally boisterous and cheerful, kind of like a puppy. Which one is the real him? Maybe they both are. Maybe they're both real. I slowly closed my eyes while thinking about it. Alright, the strongest bodyguard cleared. I kind of want to keep going. I'm sucked in. Let's see. We need to do both of these. Probably doesn't matter what order we do it in, but... well, let's do this one, and then we'll probably end up doing the next one in the next episode. My very own guardian? When Nayuta protected me from that man, he looked like an action hero out of a familiar movie. Let's play this event. No. My whole life has been ruined ever since you sued me. It's all your fault I've lost everything because of you. The delirious man approached us, spewing his narcissistic hatred. Ah! I seized up with fear, disregarding Nayuta's orders. Just when the man was about to thrust his gleaming blade at me. Phew, that was a close one. Are you injured, Miss Hibari? Wait, that's not how it went down. Nayuta! I'll take it from here. You just sit tight. But... you can give me a kiss as a reward when I'm done. Wait, that's not how it went down. Take this, ha! Nayuta clenched his fists and wound up for a powerful punch. Then he slammed his fist into the man's face with immense force. You think you can go after Miss Hibari? Think again, pal. Nayuta, are you hurt? I feel like this is a dream. This is a dream. We have the music. Hey now, didn't I tell you to sit tight? Seems you've got a rebellion streak, miss. I ran to him and he grabbed my waist, pulling me close. Then he whispered softly in my ear, "She's gonna fall for the dream." I'm glad my dearest wasn't hurt. Oh, Nayuta! Miss Hibari. Nayuta pulled away from my ear and placed his hands on my shoulder, making eye contact with me. Then he slowly came closer and closer to my lips. Close enough that I could faintly feel his breath. I tried to steady my racing heart and closed my eyes. He's like, it's like a bad dream. Like, what was I dreaming about? Was that a dream? I muttered to myself, then covered my mouth in surprise. In my dream, Nayuta and I were going to I pulled the covers over my head and squeezed my eyes shut. No, dreams just happen, right? They're not in your control. What happened yesterday must have... The slasher incident yesterday in Roppongi Hills. A man wielding a knife appeared in Roppongi Hills when I happened to be visiting. Nayuta protected me from that dangerous man and risked himself to save me. Thinking about it made me break out in a cold sweat, even now. It was impossible to forget something so shocking overnight. On top of all that, Nayuta was so calm and dignified yesterday. It was so unlike him. It was kind of hot. Oh my. But still. I'm glad my dearest wasn't hurt. Stop romanticizing it. I knew it was time to get out of bed. Reluctantly, I dragged myself out from under the covers, even though I felt like I wanted to cry. After I got dressed and calmed down somewhat, I stood in front of the dining room and took a deep breath. Here we go. Good morning, Hibari! Your breakfast this morning is eggs Benedict. And look, there's this huge side salad to boot. I see. Oh god, the whiplash. And for dessert, you've got some kind of pudding thing, but it's not really pudding. Okay. And freshly squeezed orange juice. Yep, looks good. Nayuta looked at me with a curious expression. I turned away from him and subconsciously took a half step back. Hibari, is something the matter? What do you mean? You're acting real weird. Are you feeling alright? I'm totally fine. It's nothing. That's right, it was nothing. I just can't look Nayuta in the face. I picked up my fork, blocked everything else out, and began to eat my salad. But I'm gonna view him in a different light. In a romantic light. I hurriedly finished my breakfast so I can escape the boys and get to school. Since it was the day after the incident, a lot of people at school looked at me curiously. But the faculty was respectful of my space, so I managed to have a peaceful day. Then, after school, Tsumugi said that we should celebrate everything working out safely and go over the details at a cafe. That's how I ended up in another girl talk session. Oh, Armor is here as well. I'm so glad you didn't get hurt. I still can't believe you were involved in all that. Totally, it's like a miracle. Though this morning seemed like it was pretty rough too. Yeah, I was pretty surprised. Meanwhile, at the gates. Oh no. Ah! She's here, Miss Tojo. I check it out. Her bodyguard is with her too. He's even manlier in person. What's going on? I beg your pardon, ladies. If you could kindly step out of the way. Oh, please excuse us. Oh my gosh, he totally spoke to us. Even his voice is hot. The silly voice I gave him. Miss Hibari, please do not get distracted by the commotion. Follow me. We'll head to the faculty office first. The commotion, he says. I had mentally prepared myself for all the attention, but I can't believe people fussed over Nayuta too. I mean, come on, it's a guy coming into a girls' school. They're all gonna be like, ah! Of course they did. What? I was watching it live on TV, and I got so excited when Nayuta apprehended that guy that I pumped my fist in the air. He's usually like a friendly doggy bouncing around you, Hibari. But in that moment, he was totally a wolf. As intense as a hungry beast. Alright, so what are you fantasizing about? I was super surprised too. Does Nayuta do martial arts or something? Huh? Oh yeah. He told me he does karate, judo, and dozens of others. Dozens? Are you kidding me? Where does he have the time? He has the cute face of a puppy dog, and the brute strength of a pro bodybuilder. I love a tough guy with a heart of gold. No wonder he sets your heart aflame, Hibari. What did you just say? Nayuta? Set my heart aflame? No. Absolutely not. Just kidding. Of course he doesn't. Hibari? How could you even say such a thing? There's no heart aflame here. No, sir, no way. I mean, like, yesterday was so wild, you know? And he was just so... you know. Now, the jig is up. Oh, Aramura, what should we do? I just thought I'd tease her a bit and see her usual cute, flustered expression. But her reaction says it all. No, he really does set her heart aflame. No, what? I do not think of Nayuta. Yes, did you call me, miss? Oh no, he's like right there. I forgot. He's gonna bodyguard us everywhere. No, I didn't. Understood. He's practically invisible when he's in work mode. So much that I forgot that he was even there. I made sure Nayuta went back to his seat on the other side of the cafe. Then I leaned in closer to the girls. Anyway, that's not how it is with Nayuta. He's more like a pet. Yeah, that's it. Just a pet. A happy puppy. You sure about that? But the way you just reacted just now... That's because... It doesn't really matter. Nayuta's hot either way. Then why did you... Hold on a minute, Hibari. You and a bodyguard. Where have I seen this before? I remember. I can't believe I forgot about it. Oh no, what now? Hibari, this is the exact plot of one of your top 3 favorite movies. The Guardian. I will always love you. The what? Oh my gosh, you've never seen it? It's an old award-winning Hollywood film about a bodyguard. It's a total classic. And it so happens the male lead and the female lead meet when he saves her from being attacked by a thug in the city. The hero's famous line is, "You can give me a kiss as a reward when I'm done." That she just like interposed that actor onto Nayuta in the dream. I thought I knew that line from somewhere. I had no idea I could be so easily influenced. You know, like, get mad at the dream. Faced with the source of the dream, I put my head down on the table. Girl, what is your deal? Do you like all this bodyguard stuff? I can't believe... But no matter how much I tried to deny it, famous scenes from the movie kept playing in my head. The hero jumping into the ocean while holding the heroine in his arms. The hero protecting the heroine, getting injured and struggling to stand up. The heroine gently kissing the hero for the last time as he breathes his dying breath. Okay, hopefully we're not gonna like reenact this. You just replayed the entire movie in your head with you as the female lead, didn't you? Oh my, now things are heating up. A love story between the buttoned-up heiress and a bodyguard of her dreams. How would you feel if the same things in the movie happened to you, Hibari? We'll just have to watch and see, won't I? How will I feel when we fall in love just like in the movie? When we fall in love? Nayuta and I? Did I fall for both sides of him? No, I couldn't have. There's no way. Absolutely no way, right? Like she fell first. I don't know if Nayuta like sees her in like a romantic sense or We're just like, I gotta protect her sense. Alrighty, I need a hero, oh my. Okay, we will probably continue this in the next episode. Oh, we will continue this in the next episode. Alright, we need to save. Take a little breaky break. Oh god, I gotta scroll all the way back around. My reverse save files. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Save over here. Alrighty. Okay, well. Yeah, looks like Hibari's fallen in love. That's how it happens, I guess. Just thinking of him in a different way. Alright, hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.